Gloo Mesh is giving you some nice way to abstract away the complexity of Istio and allows you to create like a specific object for each type of operation, which is also very useful to allow the platform team to define which team can do what with a lot of granularity using Kubernetes airbag. So if you use just the Istio resources directly with objects like destination rules or virtual services, you can do much more than what you really generally are supposed to do, and you can make a lot of mistakes. And with this abstraction that we provide and this granular airbag, then you can prevent this problem. It's also a lot simpler for the end user to set these different policies. And what you can see here, like for example, if I take this fault injection policy, what's also very nice is that you can then apply them to different routes or to different destinations based on labels. So you can reuse the same policy and apply it to many different routes or many different destinations. Fault injection is probably not the best example of that, but I'm going to show you another policy later, perhaps that makes more sense. So here I created this fault injection policy that apply to the route that have this label fault injection equal true. And if now I create a route table for the traffic going from the review service to the rating service, and I add this label fault injection equal true, then automatically we are going to generate the corresponding Kubernetes Istio resources. So if I look at the virtual service here, I can see now that I have like this equivalent here, and you can have multiple different policies that are going to be applied to the same resources in Istio, and everything is going to be managed by Gloo Mesh and making sure that there is no conflict and so on. So now if I refresh this page here, you see it takes longer to display as soon as it reach out the version 2, which is the case here, right? We see it's v2 because I have the black stars, right? So if I have version 1, it's very fast. Version 2, it's a lot slower because of this fault injection we have configured. We can do the same with many different policies. Here we can see a retry timeout policy. That's one, for example, that would make sense to apply the same value to many different services. So being able to apply that based on labels is really useful. So here I create this retry timeout policy, and again I create a route table for when the reviews or the product page service to reviews is going to wait for only half a second before it times out. And because there is a 2 seconds delay we have added before between reviews and ratings, then it's going to time out and it's going to display a failure, right? So if I refresh here, you see it's waiting half a second and timeout, and then tells you that the reviews is not available. So we have like plenty of policies, right? This is just an example that shows you the philosophy of these API and the way you can apply these policies based on labels and so on. But you can really see many different, ways to manage like outlier detection policy, connection policies, scores, and many different policies that we are going to review together in the next videos.